जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनारंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जनारंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रमा। जगन्नाथ स्वामी पथगामी दयाल पथगामी भवतु। राधे 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 गोविंद राधे गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन। जय राधा गिरिधरी राधा गिरिधरी राधा गिरिधरी राधे। निताय 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 गौरांग निताय 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 गौरांग निताय गौरांग। जय गौर हरि जय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि। नवदीप चंद गौर हरि पतित पावन गौर हरि। भज गौरांग कह गौरांग गौरांगेर लहनामरी जय जना गौरांग भजे अमर प्राण रे गौरा 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 हरि गौरा 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 हरि जय 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 गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय 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 गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय जय श्रीपा 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 जय श्रीपद जय श्रीपद जय पतित पावन जय शील गुरुदेव अधम तारिण शील गुरुदेव जय 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 गुरुदेव 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 श्रीमद् भागवतम श्लोक नंबर 27 38.9.27 ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्रीमद् भागवतम 8.9.27 पीत प्राय बुद्धदेवैर पीत प्राय बुद्धदेवैर भगवान लोक भावनः भगवान लोक भावनः पश्यताम् असुरेन्द्राणाम् स्वं रूपं जगृहे हरि Pita Pray, when almost finished being drunk, Amrute, the nectar, Devahi, by the demigods. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Mohini Murti. Loka Bhavanaha, the maintainer and well-wisher of the tribal. Pasyatam, in the presence of Asura, Indranam, all the demons with their chiefs. Swam own Rupam from Jagruhe manifested Harihi, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the best friend and well-wisher of the three worlds. Thus, when the demigods had almost finished drinking the nectar, the Lord, in the presence of all the demons, disclosed his original form. Sloka number 28. Evam surasura guna samadesakala Evam surasura guna samadesakala हेतु अर्थ कर्म मतयो अपि फले विकल्पः हेतु अर्थ कर्म मतयो अपि फले विकल्पः तत्रामृतं सुरगणाः फलम् अज्ञसापुर तत्रामृतं सुरगणः फलम् अज्ञसापुर यत् पादपङ्कजरजः श्रयणान्नदैत्याः यत् पादपङ्कजरजः श्रयणान्नदैत्याः एवं सुरासुर गणः समुदेशकाल हेतु अर्थ कर्म मतयो अपि फले विकल्पः तत्रामृतं सुरगणाः फलम् अज्ञाशपुर यत्पादपङ्कजरजः श्रयणान्न दैत्यः. Translation: the place, the time, the cause, the purpose, the activity, and the ambition were all the same for both the demigods and the demons. But the demigods achieved one result and the demons another. Because the demigods are always under the shelter of the dust of the Lord's lotus feet. They could very easily drink the nectar and get its result. The demons, however, not having sought shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, we are unable to achieve the result they desired. Purport by Sri Prabhupada. Jai Sri Prabhupada. In Bhagavad Gita 4.11, it is said, Ye yatha mam prapatyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the Supreme Judge who rewards or punishes different persons according to their surrender unto his lotus feet. Therefore, it can actually be seen that although karmis and bhaktas may work in the same plane, at the same time, the same energy and with the same ambition, they achieve different results. The karmis transmigrate from different bodies in the cycle of birth and death, sometimes going upward and sometimes downwards, thus suffering the result of their actions in the karma chakra, the cycle of birth and death. The devotees, however, because of fully surrendering at the lotus feet of the Lord, are never baffled in their attempts. Although externally they work almost like the karmis, the devotees go back home, back to Godhead, and achieve success in every effort. The demons or the atheists have faith in their own endeavor, but although they work very hard day and night, they cannot get any more than their destiny. The devotees, however, can surpass the reactions of karma and achieve wonderful results even without effort. It is also said, Phalena parichayate. One's success or defeat in any activity is understood by its result. There are many karmis in the trace of devotees, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead can detect their purpose. The karmis want to use the property of the Lord for their selfish self gratification, but a devotee endeavors to use the Lord's property for Lord's service. Therefore, a devotee is always distinct from the karmis. Although the karmis may dress like devotees, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 3.9, Jagyarthat karmano anyatra loko ayam karma bandhanaha. One who works for Lord Vishnu is free from this material world. And after giving up this body, he goes back home, back to Godhead. A karmi, however, although externally working like a devotee, is entangled in his non-devotional activity, and thus he suffers the tribulations of material existence. Thus, from the results achieved by the karmis and the devotees, one can understand the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who act differently for the karmis and jnanis than for the devotees. The author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita therefore says, Krishna Bhakta Deskama Atayeva Santa Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakaliya Santa. The karmis who desire self gratification, the jnanis who aspire for liberation, of merging into the existence of the Supreme, and the yogis who seek material success in mystic power are all restless and ultimately they are baffled. But the devotees who does not expect any personal benefit and whose only ambition is to spread the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is blessed with all the auspicious results of Bhakti Yoga without hard labor. Hare Krishna. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमः सद्भक्तमनाय मणिपुर उद्भावये च प्रभुपादल सद्वाणी प्रचारय ते नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गुरु महाराज जय। So, with these two sloka, you can see that both the demigod and the demon, they equally present or participated in the churning of the milk ocean. But Supreme Personality of Godhead, being the best friend and well-wisher of everyone, yet allowed demigods to drink all the nectar, and demons could not get anything. So all the demons may accuse Lord that he acted partially towards demigods, but as per the Tattva, Lord has not acted partially towards demigods. Sama aham sarvabhutesh. Name deshvasti na priya. So Lord has no enviousness for demons. And Lord has no special partiality or favors for demigods as well. Lord is not envious of demon. Lord is not very partial or favorable to demigod as well. But the activities here seen or understood by demons that Lord acted partially. So it is the consciousness and it is the duty of godly activities to maintain the universe as per the law of dharma. If the demons were qualified to drink nectar, then they would have been given. Even though they worked equally at the same place, same time, same cause. Cause means hetu. Desa kala hetu. And same objective to get some artha out of it. And they did same kind of labor or work. karma. And they had same desire also to get some benefits from churning of milk. But Lord is actually the result giver. There are two causes. These causes, the six causes which we see here, are same for both the parties. Adhishtanam तथा कर्ता विविधश्च करणम च विविधश्च पृथक चेष्टा. In Bhagavad Gita, these four are explained as to be immediate cause. Adhishtanam तथा कर्ता karanam cha vividascha पृथक चेष्टा. Adhishtanam is the place. Here desha and kala, hetu, desha kala will become under adhisthana. And karta, who is desiring something, matayah, ambition. Artha, the objective, is going to karta. Artha and matayah means ambition and objective is set by the karta, who is thinking to do something. He has ability to think how to do, and he has the willpower to desire something. That is one important thing which is a driver to pursue act in a activity, in some way, in an activity. So karta desire many things. When he see his world through his five working senses, through eyes, when it sees some beautiful or attractive objects, it get attracted and contemplate on that. Or through nose, if it smells some good things, some good odor, then it also gets attracted and start thinking about it. Similarly, if it hears some good sounds or music, then it also start contemplate. Similarly, by touch and by tongue also, if it tastes some good taste. Rupa, rasa, gandha, sabda, sparsha. That is the knowledge acquiring senses. By utilizing this knowledge acquiring senses, it start willing. So the property of consciousness of a living entity is that it will desire. Will means desire. Will think and feel. By acting on it, it will get some feeling, good feeling or bad feeling. So here these four causes which are exhibited are called immediate causes. Daivi Chaivatra Panchamam. Even though the immediate causes are present, in both the instances we can see for demigods and demons, immediate causes are same. But the result is different. Phalam phalam agyasa apuhu. Those who are completely dependent on Supreme Personality of Godhead, they have got a favorable result. But those who are not dependent on the Lord's lotus feet, those who are not surrendered to the lotus feet, they get a different result. They have not got nectar, but demigods who are dependent on the lotus feet got the nectar. So Prakriti Daivi Panchakaranam. So Daivi, who supervises the Prakriti, actually gives the result. Karya Karanam Kartute Hetur Prakriti Uchyate. Purusha Sukha Dukhanam Bhaktrute Hetur Uchyate. Karanam Sadasat Joni Janmas. Because of the association of this Prakriti, because of taking shelter of the material nature, because of desiring to enjoy, it gets different kind of bodies, Sat and Asat Jonishu, to enjoy and suffer his different degrees of. That is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, that this is the reason why somebody is suffering. Even though he acts this way very hard to get the goal of life, he may not achieve the goal. Why? The question is why? Because of acquired material nature, one living entity may get good or bad results. The acquired material nature, Sattva, Raja and Tama, is different in demons and demigods. So the Prakriti or the Guna, Karma Vyagash. Here the eligibility to drink nectar is not just the bodily enrichment. Certain things, like suppose you are giving exam or interview, IS interview. Your physical fitness might be one of the criteria, but your IQ is more important than physical fitness. So for certain things, the qualifications are different. Just like even though the qualifications of the demigods is there to drink the nectar, but the qualifications to drink the nectar is not available in the demons. Because of having the Raja and Tama being prominent in them, they can misutilize the power to destroy the world. Asatyam apratishtam te jagat ahira anishwara. They are the atheists. They think there is nobody is the cause for this material world. Kim kama ahitukam. All these are driven by the lust or the desires or the association among man and woman are cause of progeny. So with this etam drushtim avashtavya, Mudha Janmani Janmani, life after life, with these conceptions, they suffer. So they act against the benefit of the world, or they work for the destructions of the world. This demoniac mentality, because of so much illusion by the senses, they do not know that what is right and what is wrong. Nashtatmana alpabuddhaya prabhavanti ugra karmana te jagat ahitha. We have seen Ravana, Hiranyakashipu and many other demons, because of not knowing the very fact how they can do the benefits to themselves and others, how they can be happy. The happiness can be derived with its intrinsic quality. Intrinsic quality means happiness as per the definitions, as per its Adhar. Adhar means on the shelter. Happiness is in the shelter of bhakti, not in the shelter of bhakti. Happiness appears to be sheltered with bhakti, but not actually. It looks like that. Prathama amruta rupa parinam bhaya. It looks like there is nectar in bhakti. Bhakti means direct sense enjoyment. That is Rajaguna. And also it want to with selfish intentions and sinful mentality with Tamaguna, it act against the good of all living entity or the good of universe. That is the reason that this demoniac mentality people, they do not act as per the purpose of happiness. How they could, means where the happiness is actually based. The Adhar of happiness is bhakti. By surrendering to the lotus feet of the Lord, by doing devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can become happy. Jatha tara mulena nischanayena sutyam sato jopusaka. A tree can be well flourished by watering to the root, not to individual leaves or branches. Demons do not understand that. Watering to the root of the tree is called bhakti. Pouring water on the leaves or branches are called bhakti. So the demoniac mentality is that they want to pour water over the leaves and want the tree to be happy. It is not possible. If you want to become happy, so pratyaksha sukha, paroksha sukha. Pratyaksha means direct sense enjoyment. Paroksha means indirect sense enjoyment. Bhakti is indirect sense enjoyment which comes through the intrinsic quality of Ananda. Ananda Maya Abhyasat. By nature, the pure living entity or the soul who is not covered by ignorance can achieve bhakti from Supreme Personality of Godhead, being part and personal. Him. Bhakti Sukha. Then further dilution is Brahma Sukha, the happiness in Brahma Jyoti. And then the reflections of this Sukha is material sense direct, Pratyaksha Sukha. So Happiness in knowledge is called Brahma Sukha, which is available in Brahma Jyoti, and happiness in devotion is called Bhakti Sukha, but happiness in lusty desire is called Jada Sukha and Pratyaksha Sukha, direct sense enjoyment, which is limited and deluding in nature, appear to be happy, appear to be pleasure. That's why it gives some instant or momentary pleasure to give a sense of happiness instantly, and goes away immediately and turned away immediately, and also gives adversary effects. यही संस्पर्श जा भोगा दुख जने होते अत्यंतवंत करते न तेसुर भक्ति, by whose contact one suffers unlimited miseries. There is beginning and end to such happiness. Wise person should not be attracted. The happiness which is everlasting, which continues for longer time, will never give pain because of losing it, right? Because of not able to continuously getting it, will get unhappiness. That's why temporary happiness should not be ended. Anyway, the point here we are discussing is that why demons are not getting the result and demigods are getting the result is the law of karma, or the cause and effect. There is a criteria to drink the nectar to become perfect in senses, sense abilities like inabilities, and the old age, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. So like they get long span of life by drinking nectar, and they conquer like diseases, become strong by drinking nectar, but not amara. It says amara, but long span of life. But they have also a period after completing their pious merit, they have to again come down. Anyway, the reason is that they had the quality that they are surrendered to Supreme Personality of God, and they act in favor of everyone. So they know that the secret is that they are watering at the root. If you act for certain desires for the benefit of everyone, then you will be happy and others will be happy. But if you act for happiness of your senses, neither you will be happy nor others. You might get some temporary happiness, and in return of that you may get many side effects or adversaries awaiting. That's why it is important that we should know and act accordingly the laws of God, laws of cause. In this case, demons were lacking this quality, and because of that, they did not get it. So Lord has not done any such thing. Just like in IS interview, somebody is selected, somebody is not. Even the both appeared the written exam. Even though they qualified written in interviews, some gets the good results and some get selected, so others do not. So this intelligent quotient is tested. That's how the actual purpose of the world has to be maintained, and that is maintained by the demigods. That's why they got the result, and not maintained by the demons. That's why they did not get. Lord will never give him to someone who are fully into the modes of nature, material natures. At least should have maintained his life in Sattva Guna. Lord will never shall be accessible or uh, give devotion to those people who are demons, because Lord become even subservient to devotees. He is bound by the devotion of the devotees, because such a devotee never asked anything from him. Just like Sudama was awarded all the three worlds by dedicating three morsels of grains to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord gave all the three worlds. Did Sudama snatch those three worlds from Lord? It is because the complete dedications of the devotee is fully purified, not having a tinge of attractions towards Supreme Personality of Godhead. Similarly, Lord Shiva is being greatly devoted to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord has given him great positions. Lord has given him the glory to drink the poison and become Nilakantha. So like that, Lord gives all the great positions to the devotees, those who do not ask anything, and those who are qualified. So everywhere there is filter. These three things we can see in this sloka: bhukti, mukti, spruha. Bhukti, mukti, spruha vihina je bhakta labhaiti tako sange anuragta. So bhukti, mukti, and siddhi are the three filters Lord has kept. So what is that? The three filter: bhukti, mukti, siddhi. Bhukti means the desire of sense enjoyment. While practicing devotional service, if somebody is attracted toward sense enjoyment, then in devotions, in access to the resources of Supreme Personality of Godhead, he might utilize into the personal sense enjoyment and fall in the pool of material attractions, and gradually can even do against the benefit of the world. Unless one maintains complete devotions, his activity may become harmful to others. But for a devotee, he never act anything that can become harmful to universes. Why? Because he is always acting for the pleasure of Lord. So everybody is getting the uh, good merit. That's why when somebody is become devotee, not only he become benefited, but also many people surrounding who interacted with such devotees are also getting benefited. That is the reason that a devotee need to be very well tested and be freed from the desires of bhakti. So bhakti is one of the filter. If a devotee practicing Krishna consciousness is attracted toward bhakti, uh, may not be rewarded bhakti. He can be given bhakti, and again when his good sense comes, he give up this bhakti desire and come to the pure platform, that he can again proceed, which was preserved, which is preserved. Then mukti desires. So in the influence of jnana, if devotee wanted to take liberation, then Lord may award him liberations. And there he again cannot transcend to other higher planetary systems in Vaikuntha planet or Ayodhya or Golok Vrindavan. So the scope of directly engaged in devotional service in the specific melange of friendliness or parental or conjugal uh, is not available. or servanthood. So he just remained in Brahma Sukha, and he again may develop some certain desires and come back to material world. So that's why it is important that one has to be very careful not to be attracted toward bhukti or mukti. And some others are attracted for siddhi, like anima, laghima, becoming small, becoming big, flying in air. So many 18 kind of siddhis are there, ashta siddhi, uh, 8 siddhis are there. So one may get attracted toward that, even if he goes to get these perfections. That is nothing that he can do good for others by that. He may misutilize, and then gradually he will lose that, or he may get sinful reactions out of it. That's why Lord has put filter. Uh, at any point of time, you are attracted to that, so you are out of the track. Even though the bhakti is preserved, when you start from where you left. That's why one has to be very careful. They all are asant. नास्तिर बुद्धि अजुक्तस्य न च जुक्तस्य भावना न च अभावयतः शांति असंतस्य कुतः सुखम. They don't have the peace because of lacking the bhava or the feeling or the taste of milaus that give them the happiness is maintained or flourished day by day. One can lose the path of devotional service and again fall down in the trap of bhukti, mukti and siddhi. One has to be very careful. That was the prayer of Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Thank you for your wonderful lecture, Prabhuji. Participants, if anyone has questions, can ask across Prabhuji. Can raise your hand. I would unmute you.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु.
प्रभु जैसे लाइन एक श्लोक मतलब उसमें लिखा हुआ था कि डेस्टिनी के से अलग कुछ मिलता नहीं है कर्मी को, लेकिन भक्त लोग को डेस्टिनी के बियॉन्ड भी मिलता है. मतलब डेस्टिनी मतलब भाग्य. इस पर थोड़ा प्रकाश डालिए ना प्रभु.
उसको प्रारब्ध कहते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रारब्ध. ठीक है. व्हाट इज प्रारब्ध? प्रारब्ध is that certain activities which are decided by Brahmaji before giving you this body. As soon as you enter into this body, actually in the 6th day, your fate is decided by Brahma. You enter to the body, how will be your life? That's what I heard. Garud Purana. Yeah. In 6th day, all your fate for this life is decided. That is called prarabdha. What is prarabdha is that all the activities in your first life, based on that, how much you need to enjoy or suffer in this life is decided. That is called prarabdha. इसी को लोग भाग्य कहते हैं. भाग्य शब्द का मेंशन बहुत कम है, बट प्रारब्ध वही उसी का ही अर्थ है. प्रारब्ध. This prarabdha is never get destroyed by yajna dana tapa karma. Yajna dana tapa karma purifies by performing sacrifices, fire sacrifices, by doing some good karmas. You do good karma, get good results. But what is decided? Suppose it is decided that you will get this. You have done some additional karma, you might get more of it, but you will not lose what was decided. Similarly, you had certain sufferings decided. You may not counteract those sufferings. You may get some good results, but that suffering is compulsory. So that's what the prarabdha means. It is decided. Just like the Brahmastra, it's released means it will do its activities. So here this prarabdha is also decided by Brahma. So prarabdha are like Brahmastra cannot be counteracted. You understanding? The sloka is there in Nama Mahatma. जद ब्रह्म साक्षात कृतिनिष्कयापि विनाशमायाति विना न भोगई अपैति नाम स्फुरणेन तत्ते प्रारब्ध कर्मोति विरति वेद. ब्रह्म साक्षात अविच्छिन्न तैल धारावत, just like continuous meditations on the knowledge of Supreme Brahman cannot also release someone from the sufferings. What is decided by Brahmaji for this life, it cannot be counteracted. Without suffering or enjoy it. Jad Brahma Sakyat Kuti Niskayapi Vinasa Mayati Vinana Bhogai. This which is said Vinasa Mayati is never destroyed, Vinana Bhogai, without enjoying or suffering. Api iti tu Purana Tatte Prarabdha Karmoti Viruti Veda. But you definitely know this, that if you take shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, by chanting His holy name, it can be destroyed. You know, there is nobody who can counteract Brahmastra. No one in these three worlds, but Krishna can. Who counteracted Brahmastra and saved Parikshita from the womb of Mother Uttara. That's why only Krishna's holiness and Krishna's bhakti can counteract even prarabdha. But no other pious merit can do such a thing. And who will be saved? You have to also be devoted like Parikshita to be saved. So why Lord has not saved me? Have you become like Parikshita? Become like Parikshita, then you will be saved from even prarabdha or Brahmastra. So know that prarabdha is released by Brahma. Once released by Brahma, cannot be countered by anybody, but Lord can counter it, can stop it, can change it, can reduce it. Big dangers can become very small. Is it sufficient, Prabhuji? Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay. जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, गुरु महाराज तुलसीपाद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, संवेद गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।